Hello traders, Rich here and here's a quick but detailed update on Cake. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, Cake was overall bearish, making lower highs and lower lows. Then price broke above the previous high around here. So starting from this area, we know that we had a shift in momentum from bearish to bullish. And this was our first impulse movement pushing price higher. And we are currently in a correction phase, especially after price broke below this low. So we know that what we know so far is we are overall bullish. We had our impulse. We are currently in a correction phase, and when we are overall bullish, we're waiting for the correction to be about to end to catch the next impulse, right? But we can't really know where the correction would end. It can end here, it can end here, just like I marked, or it can dive a little bit lower before going upward. That's why we don't buy blindly, even though we know that we are overall bullish. We always wait for two things. The first one is a rejection zone, which is our 10 and 15 support area. As you can see, price rejected the zone many times, and it's also a demand area as the movements from it are very aggressive, which is here as you can see, right? So this is a very strong support and demand area. That's why we're looking for buy stops in the first place, right? Second, what we need to wait for is for the buyers to take over. So the buyers were in control, the buyers are still in control, but we know that they aren't strong enough, and we are currently in a correction phase where the sellers are now in control, making big impulse movements, pushing price to the downside, and small corrective movement to the upside. So the sellers are in control from a medium term perspective, but the buyers are in control from a long term perspective. That's why we're also waiting for the buyers to take over from a medium term perspective for a trend continuation to the upside. This is where we are interested in buying to catch the next impulse, right? So that's what we know so far. Around the support area, we're overall bullish. Now we are looking for the buyers to take over. If we zoom into H1 or even a clearer view from H4 time frame, we can see that the price formed a wedge pattern. Right, so we'll be waiting for the buyers to take over by waiting for this swing to form because it's not complete yet. So, for example, a movement like this would confirm that this swing is now full, and then and only then we'll be buying after a break above this area. So this would be our trigger, and for those who already know me, I highlight this one as a trigger. And of course, we'll be buying on its break up, and it depends on how you are going to manage it. I personally just buy and hold. If I'm already holding a buy, I'll be adding more longs. If not, I'll be buying after this confirmation and hold for long term. But it depends if you are going to trade on margin or not. Anyway, always follow your trading plan. Never ever follow anyone blindly. Always do what makes sense to you. So we are currently overall bearish, and until this happens, and of course it can be like this, for example, and then a break above it, we want the buyers to take over. And until the buyers take over, you know that Cake would be overall bearish and can still trade lower and lower to dive inside the support before going upward. In this case, if price dives in, we'll be looking for new buy setups. But for now, as per the current market conditions, this is what I'm personally waiting for. Just before we continue, I want to share the good news. I recently had a deal with PrimeXBT for you guys to benefit from discounts and bonuses. When you create an account, simply go here, promo codes, and copy and paste this one. I also included in the description below. And you will get a 50% bonus on your first deposit, or Signalyst 25, and you'll get 25% discount on your trading fees. Moreover, they do have a very interesting feature which is called convesting, where you can copy other traders. So, for example, you like this one who has very good results and daily profits. Simply click on follow, and you will copy every single trade that he takes. If you don't have an account yet, I will make sure to include the link in the description below. And let's continue. As we clearly see, EURUSD is sitting around a support area. It was acting as a resistance previously, rejecting the price downward, then price broke it upward, so it's now acting as a support obviously, then price broke it down again, then upward, so it's currently acting as a support area, pushing the price higher, and the price is currently retesting it. That's why we'll be looking for buy setups on lower time frames, unless of course price breaks it downward again In this case, it would become a resistance one more time, where we'll be looking for sell setups on the retest and buy setups around our next support, which would be around 1.12. But let's take it step by step, right? Now we're at a support area, so let's zoom into lower time frames and look for buy setups. If you zoom into H1, we can see that we are overall bearish, right? So the price rejected our upper blue resistance and traded lower, so we are currently overall bearish, trading inside this red channel. So we are bearish from a short-term perspective from H1, so we are not going to buy unless the buyers prove to us that they are taking over by forming a third swing or a new swing high around the upper red trend line. Then and only then we'll be buying after a momentum candle close above this previous high, which is also the last swing sitting around this upper red trend line. And for those who know me, I always highlight it as our trigger. And when the buy is activated, our stop loss would be just below the previous swing low. We can't really know if it's going to be here, right? It's just a projection of what I would like to see, so that the rules as per my trading plan would be met, and then I'll be buying EURUSD. But of course, the price can like form a new high here and not exactly here, and form, for example, a new low here or even here, right? We can't really know, but you've got the overall idea, right? And we always target a 2 to 1, a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. That's it for your USD. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.